Hello everyone, welcome back to Tony Hawk's Project 8. It is time to do Crete Park. This video is actually edited in actually longer than 9 minutes, or 8 minutes, whatever it was. So, I already discussed in the last episode, Classic Mode. This game is pretty straightforward, just like the other, the last two Tony Hawk games, American Wasteland and Underground 2. But how sick would it be if Classic Mode was in Underground 1? I mean, it kind of already is with Goal Attack, but you know what I mean. These little pieces of wood right here are like impossible to get through. I think the best method is reverting through them, because you need speed to do it, and I don't know why reverts offer that kind of speed. Sorry, I'm burpy right now. That's part of acid reflux. But look at that, not fast enough. My ass, it's not fast enough. So today's video, I want to discuss kind of the videos I've been uploading recently with Underground Plus. I think did I upload 2 or did I upload 1? I might have uploaded just 1. But with Underground Plus, actually with the Thug tools in Blender, anyone that's used the Thug tools in Blender, you notice that you can import node arrays. It's also on the wiki on the TH Archive site. But there's no download to the definition files, and I don't know how much I can actually say. I don't think it's really anything that's secret, but KSK had given me a node array file, definition file for Chicago, because I wanted to play Chicago in Thug Plus, and I was wondering how they actually worked, because they apparently convert the QB files, which is what holds all the node arrays. Which, if you don't know what a node array is, it's the nodes in the level, such as where the flags are, such as the team flags, the restarts, the grinds, what makes things climbable, and so on. So stuff like that. Sorry, my definition isn't very thought out. So KSK had given me one of his definition files for Chicago, and I don't think, I hope that KSK doesn't think anything, bad about me for doing this, but I kind of dissected it to make my own going forward, because I didn't know how they worked. I didn't understand how. I thought they were just like importing raw text files of the node array, just getting rid of some of the fluff in the QB files. But it's actually just a Python script of pretty much that. It pretty much gets rid of all the fluff in the node array, which means all the trigger scripts, and the end comps, which, I'm sorry, this is gonna be a really technical episode because I'm kind of explaining this, but anyone that really likes to learn about how just THPS scripts work, you'll probably like this information. I don't even know. I'm just doing it because it's something to talk about. But it gets rid of the fluff and all the end comps. Now we'll watch this cutscene. Sorry, spelled my mic. Ugh, coffee's gross. So, end comps, for those that don't know, are in the node array files. When you open up a pre-file, you'll see 3. We'll just say 2. I'm thinking of 3, but we'll say 2. You'll see 2 QB files. You'll see a level underscore scripts, and you'll see the level QB. So like Boston would be BO underscore scripts.qb, and then BO.qb. And the BO.qb contains all the node arrays and the trigger scripts and the end comps. End comps were used in Thug 1 and Thug 2 and probably onward. The end comps are a method used to reuse node arrays. So if a node array has the flags of level geometry and has, I'm trying to think of something else. I just looked at these all last week and I can't remember anything else. Well, let's just say that one node array has the flag level geometry, but let's say a lot of them have level geometry. Instead of adding the flag for level geometry for each and every single node array, you could just reference the encomp that has that. So in the node array, it would just say encomp underscore 1000, and it would go to that encomp later in the file and use that node array information. So in the Python script, it kind of just finds and replaces. That's what mine does anyway. Finds and replaces the encomp that it's referencing. So encomp 1000, it goes to the bottom of the script where encomp 1000 has, takes all the information that encomp 1000 has and puts it in the node array, making it kind of less smart than it would be when compiling a script, I'm sure, because you wouldn't want to keep repeating the same line to save memory. So that's kind of how the Python scripts work for importing the node array files, the definition files, but you have to use Python language to do it. So you're not just using what's in the QB file. So if you were decompiling with blobs, you would see like the dollar signs and POS, the vectors and everything. You have to use the Python language to kind of make it. I don't know if KSK actually did that himself. If he did, that's genius, because it's a hell of a fucking tool, and that's insane to do. I don't know if I'm not going to say any specifics because I don't know if KSK made that. I don't really want to reveal anything that anyone else worked on and give any less credit to anybody, but it's a hell of a thing. It's really cool. I'm pretty sure KSK is going to release the definition files eventually anyway, but I don't really want to get in trouble. So I'm just saying that the Python scripts for those are pretty genius. I think that's really cool. So once you make those Python files for the node arrays, you don't have to node anything yourself. So if you import like a thug2 level or a pretty much any level, like a Prosecutor 4, Prosecutor 3, you won't have to node any rails. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Stained Bedding Company. I wouldn't go there if I were you. So, yeah. Once those definition files are out there in the public, it'll be a good time, because then we can. I don't really know what the point of it really would be, other than to maybe mirror them. I don't really know. Make different adjustments to them, like make them like Quaz did with Canada Summer. But pretty cool stuff. Well, we'll be able to import. Well, I mean, if I think that the general idea, what I've been using them for, is to just import them into Thug Plus, which is KSK's mod for Underground. And I really like playing Thug Plus because I like the Underground 1 engine. So I've been just importing a bunch of different levels in there to play them in Thug Plus. But I've run into a couple issues regarding some of the PEDs and vehicles, which you can replace them using the tool where it'll replace them with Thug 1 stuff, but it's mainly the pigeons, the fucking pigeons in that game. Like, if you replace the models with Thug 1 models, it'll replace the pigeons with people, and the people will be hanging on the wires. It's really funny, but I think it crashes my game. I think that's what's been crashing it. That and vehicles, so I don't really know what I'm going to do about that. I don't really care, honestly. Vehicles aren't really my biggest concern. I just kind of like playing through the level. It's also the offline flags, too, because you're not importing you can import the trigger scripts in all the scripts that come in the underscore scripts file, but you have to do some tweaking, because you also have to. It's not as easy as just importing the rail nodes, and you can just do that, but it also makes a key table which changes all the checksum names to the actual level names. So you can't do that without having the checksum names yourself. And there's tables out there to the public on THPS mods. But if you wanted to convert the checksums to the actual level names or the object names, you'd be doing that for hours, because it's not as easy as just, going down a list. You have to enter in the checksum yourself. I don't really know what any other available checksum tables. Maybe one in the future will be made available, and it's also only for Thug 1 and Thug 2 at the moment. I think it's CHC's table. So can't do it on Pro Skater 4. I don't really know. I mean, I could obviously probably contact the thugpro dev and maybe have them help me out, but I won't do that. I like to do things on my own. Hence why I contacted KSK for a Chicago notary file. I actually don't know why I got one. I don't think I asked for one. I think they just gave me one because of some questions I had. So it was a very gracious move. I was very happy with that. It was very cool. Very cool of KSK to do that, to generate that file for me. Especially since I'm sure big developer has access to all the checksum stuff, so I don't think it was really the biggest deal in the world for them, but it could have been. I don't really know, but it was very nice to do that. Look at all these classic mod levels, man. Just flying through them. So I'm sorry if that was a little too technical for people that aren't really interested in the kind of scripting process of Underground 2, Underground 1, Underground Pro, stuff like that. But it's a fun thing to get into. It's addictive to look into that kind of stuff once you get a general idea of it. I don't know everything. I calls it as I sees it. If I find something new that's fun, I bury myself in it for a long time. That's what I've been kind of doing with the Thug Plus stuff. Because everything works as if it was, just exported right from Thug 2. Playing Thug 2 levels in Thug Plus is really odd. It feels better. It feels way better. I haven't tried any American Wasteland levels yet because I don't have a checksum table for it. Like I said, it's only Underground 2 and Underground 1. I actually haven't tried. I'm going to say that right now, but I don't think that the checksum tables for American Wasteland would be on there. Because I don't think it's a really comprehensive list, but it could be. I don't really know. I'm sure I could try. I could certainly try. But yeah, my method of getting all those checksums is kind of... I haven't told anyone about it because it's kind of it's such a stupid way of doing it. I don't really plan on telling anyone how I do it, but it's another Python script that I'm not exactly proud of, but I guess the job done. I think that's what matters. I've been in a huge BMX mood lately too. I'm kind of wishing that there was a BMX game that I could mod to put some levels in. It's killing me. When will American Wasteland be modded? When, people? When? I don't know. What if one day, out of the blue, Morton posts in the announcements in the THPSX server saying, I've been working on this American Wasteland mod. It now supports custom levels. And then he disappears into the sunset. And we never hear from him again. Wait, that's what Asdef did. Huh. Don't do that, Morton. Well, no, do that, but don't disappear. I don't know. I could never figure out American Wasteland level structures. I just don't get it. Don't get it. I had a dream though that I did figure it out. That's how you know you're obsessed. Fucking dreaming about that stuff. Just so stupid. I think I dreamed that I was looking through the Thug2 scene file information in the Blender tool and just being like, oh, and this goes for this, and this goes for this, and this goes for this. And then I had like an American Wasteland level imported. I was like, oh my god, I did it. My family will be so proud. Yeah. That's how it be sometimes, man. I'll see you guys in the next episode if you so choose to watch it. Have an amazing day. I think I'm running out of videos that I edited. I don't care. I'm going to keep recording. See ya later. Hater.